Okay, so this video is going to be a review exclusively on the last page of the review sheet for Perek Bais. The first 3 pages of the review sheet, first 2 are contained in the storyline video. The third page is in the video on prefixes and suffixes. So this video, we're going to focus on the 4th page. First question we have is find a bunch of words that have the same shorish. Vatavaina and vayavayu have the same shorish. The shorish is bay, come. Another word we could have is vatitz b'nehu, and she hid him, or hatzfinai, to hide him. This shorish is tzafun, to hide. Another word we could have is vayayimer, and he said. Vataimer, and she said. Vataimarna, and they said. Amar is to say. Another one we could have vayikra, and he called. Vatikra, and she called. Kara is to call. Another one we could have vatachmira, and she molded it. Bachaimer, with clay. Clay is the material that you can mold. So if you're molding the clay, vatachmira, and you mold it around, that's the same shorish as chaimer, a material that you can mold. There are many other Shorashim. Try to find as many as you can and see and do some practice on that. How does a translation, a word that means he, turn into a word that means they? Vayavai, and he came, turns into vayavayu, and they came. Vav at the end is going to tell us that it means they. How does she become they? You have a word with a vav taf, it means and she. But tavai, and she came, could turn into vatavaina with a nun kamatz hey. A na at the end of the word turns it into and they for female. As in Lashon HaKodesh, we say different stuff for female and male. There are 2 meanings of hey in the prefix of our perek. And give an example. So hey can mean the, as in hasuf, the reeds, Hayar, the Nile. And the other meaning of the hey can also be a question mark. Ha'elech v'karasi lach isha meinekes min ha'ivrias? Should I go and call you a Jewish midwife? Halehargeni ata aimer kasher haragta es hamitzri? Do you say to kill me like you killed the Mitzri? Now let's go through our words that we didn't do yet on our word list. Halehargeni we already did. Vateled, and she gave birth. Yeled, the shorish. Vatimalena, and they filled. Malay is the shorish, it means full. Ayitminehu, and he hid him. The who at the end tells us that it's him. So don't confuse this with vatitz b'nehu, and she hid him. They're both hiding, but vayitminehu is to hide deeper. Taman is to hide in a deep, deep way. So he vayitzminehu b'chol, and he hid him in the sand deep, deep down. Vayifen, and he turned. Vayifen kai v'chai, and he turned this way and that way. The shorish of vayifen is pana, to turn. Panim is a face, so you turn your face. Yakam, and he got up. Kum is to get up. Kuf vav mem. Vatahar, and she became pregnant. Hara is pregnant. Vayira, this is not like vayar, because vayar means to see. That's the ra is the shorish of vayar. Vayira is, and he was scared. Yira, yiras Hashem, avas Hashem, and yiras Hashem. Vayira Moshe was scared. Atid lena, and they drew water. So they went to the well and they drew the water. This is not a word that we typically use today, but vatid lena, dala, is to draw water. Ha'elech we already did. Ha'elech v'karasi lach isha meinekes. Achla, she could. Ani yachola limod Chumash. I can learn Chumash. Yachla, with the kamatz hey, is she could. Vatachmira, we did this word already. Vatitz b'nehu, don't confuse this word with vayitminehu. They both mean and they hid, but they do not have the same shorish. Vayavakesh, and he asked. Vayashk, and he gave to drink. Shaka, shin kuf hey, is to give to drink. Vatinikehu, and she nursed him. Yanak is to nurse. Vayigdal, and he grew. Gadal is big, so it means grow big. Uba zafes. Zafes is a rough, tough material made of tar. So tar was the second material the basket Maisha was molded with. Vayar, do not confuse this with Vayira. Vayar, ra'ah, is to see. Basuf, in the reeds, the marsh that's near the edge of the Nile, the reeds, inside those is where she put the basket. Basuf. These words are going to come up more in our future prakim, especially when we talk about the Makkais, so it's very important to know them. Yivrach, and he ran away. Barach is to run. Vatachmal, and she had pity. It's like we say in Maidani. Bechemla Rabba and Minasecha, with mercy, pity. Vatasem, and she put. Right now, I'm going to Vatasem this on the desk here. Be'er, the well. Vayach, and he hit. Hika is to hit. Ayar, the Nile. Atiftach, and she opened it. She opened the basket. Pesach is an opening. It's an entrance. That was a quick review of this last page of our review. And Hatzlacha with studying. If you have any questions, put them down in the comment section.